G'day everyone and welcome to Friday's Funny. On this week's edition we have jokes from steviejacko, the Naked Wombat and VBEd. So let's get this show started.
Friday's Funny. Friday's Funny. Yeah!
You're watching Friday's Funny. Why did the stormtrooper cross the road? To get to the dark side. These droids are not the droids you're looking for.
It was last Friday night when I was walking home, late at night. I could hear thud, thud, thud off in the distance, and I thought, what a weird noise. And the further I walked, the longer I walked, the louder the thud got. From the thud, 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 it became a louder thud, thud, thud. It was later when I could hear this really loud thud, 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 that I looked and I turned around and there was this huge casket bouncing, bouncing, jumping, following me, getting closer. So I panicked and I ran. The faster I ran, the faster the casket bounced. Thud, 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 thud. I ran faster and the casket went thud, 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 thud. It was scaring the daylights out of me. And I ran all the way home and I ran up the stairs, closed the door, and I ran and I hid in my bathroom where I shut the door and I sat there. And then thud, thud, crash! I could hear the casket smash through my front door, and then thud, 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 and here I am, sitting quietly in my bathroom, and then all of a sudden I hear the thud, 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 coming closer to the bathroom door. Crash! It came through the door. This casket smashed through the door, and I threw the cough mixture at the casket, hitting it directly. No more coughing.
During a visit to the mental asylum, I asked the director, how do you determine whether a patient should be institutionalised? Well, said the director, we fill up a bathtub. We offer a teaspoon, a teacup and a bucket to the patient and ask him or her to empty the bathtub. Oh, I understand, I said. A normal person would use the bucket because it's bigger than the spoon or the teacup. No, said the director. A normal person would pull the plug. He asked me, did I want a bed near the window?
Has everyone heard of the legend of Ned Kelly? He's very famous in Australia. He lived in the 1800s and he was a bushranger. In other words, he was a travelling criminal. And what he used to do, he used to steal from the rich and give to the poor. He was a bit like Robin Hood. And eventually the police caught him. He went to trial and he got executed. Okay, now there's something that Ned Kelly and I have in common. What do you reckon it is? Okay, we're both well hung.
Well, that wraps up this week's edition of Friday's Funny. Again, I would like to say thanks to steviejacko, the Naked Wombat and VBEd for being featured on this week's edition. Just remember everyone, if you'd like to be featured on Friday's Funny, just like those three did, all the information will be down in the description bar. And as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you next week with another edition of Friday's Funny.